Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Troupe 6560's Backstage Bash for the year ending 23-24. We have had a great year, and tonight we're going to be doing several things. None of them will be really lengthy, but we really do want to review the year. We go so fast and so hard during the year that I always feel like a lot of times we don't take enough time to celebrate and talk about what all we have done. So tonight we just want to do a recap of all of that. I have made a presentation of the main components, I would say, of our year. And so I want to take you through that. And then we are going to induct some new troupe members tonight. We want to give our seniors their points awards for all the work that they have done in the International Thespian Society. And then we have an end-of-year video that we want to watch at the very end, and then we're going to go have cake. And the seniors have a little performance they're going to do as well. That will happen, I think it's right before the end-of-year video. So anyway, with no further ado, we'll begin with a blank screen. Okay, give me just a second. We'll start it all over. Okay, we'll give it another try here. Okay, so we began this year right off the bat getting ready for a show. We do a full-length fall production every year, and to get that done in the fall, we pretty much have to start just as soon as school begins. We did Clue this fall, and it was a production that we did not only for the public, but we did it for the entire student body. We got rave reviews. It was a lot of fun. I think that it is safe to say we will all remember Clue. We had a lot of fun with it. And then our one-act play that we took for adjudication to the one-act festival was in November. So as soon as Clue was over, we had to turn around and get started on the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane. And that production was directed by Juliana Pickers, who is also one of our officers. We earned a superior on that play, which that's the highest rating that you can get. And we also earned state showcase, which means that we got to do an encore performance of that at our festival. So we had to pull it back out in January and sort of dust it off, and then we got to perform it in front of all the thespians across the state at our state festival in February. So that was really an exciting thing. And then this spring, we just recently finished up Beauty and the Beast. And a hard one, a challenging one, but we had so much fun with it, and we did very, very well at the box office with that show, and just a lot of special memories from that, and I'm real proud of our students. Also, we do, in December, we've been doing this for probably about, I would say we've probably been doing it about 15 years now, but the choral program and the theater program come together to present a madrigal. And we have a feast. It's like a Renaissance feast, and it's a completely different and unique experience. If you get a chance to go next year, if you've never been, you want to go. The music is beautiful. The theater part of it is always silly and ridiculous. It's one of the things we can do that doesn't take us as long to get ready because it's a little short play, but we have a whole lot of fun with it because it's just funny and goofy. So we did our Madrigal Feast this year as well. And I just want to say something sweet about our students. This was really hard for me this year. We lost our little pup. She was no longer a pup. We'd had her for 14 years. But we lost her while the madrigal was happening, and I just absolutely went to pieces. It broke my heart. Gary and I talk about her all the time. We still miss her. But I cannot tell you how sweet these kids were to me. There was one night that I just couldn't even be there. I was just too kind of wrecked. And I went up to get the lights set for them, and then they performed and did everything on their own, and I just appreciate it so much. That'll always stand out in my mind from this year. Then in February, we attended our state festival. It was held at Russellville High School in Russellville, Arkansas this year. Festival is a big deal. It's a busy time. If a student prepares an individual performance or technical event to take and present to be judged, it is a lot of hard work. And so a lot of these students, not only did we perform our one-act play again, but we had several students to take, they're called the Thespies. But it's an individual performance or a technical presentation. They take a lot of time to prepare for, and the judging is really, really hard. So the students get to attend all kinds of workshops, and you're just kind of immersed with theater people for 3 days, and it's a lot of fun. We had a big time at Festival this year. Here's some pictures. More pictures. Yes. Symphony's got the big eyes over. Our superior ratings this year went to Kylie Andrews and Mia Williams for musical theater dance. Ella Dover earned a superior for her presentation in makeup design. Symphony Fox earned a superior in her solo musical theater. Elijah Williams earned a superior in solo acting, his monologue performance. And Juliana Pickers earned a superior for the writing and filming and editing and everything of a short film. Very, very proud of these students. We also had 2 musical theater thespies performed by Caden White and Abby Bellatier, and they both earned an excellent. I tell my students all the time, we love to get those superiors, but I'm telling you, they are difficult to get, and an excellent, if you go to Festival and you get a rating of excellent, you have done very, very well. And so let's give a hand to Caden and Abby as well. They did a great job. Also, and this always excites me as an educator, there are scholarships that you can apply for at the state festival, and there's different kinds, all different kinds. There's a limited number of them. There are tons of people who apply for these. And so if you get one, you just feel, if anybody from your troupe gets a scholarship, that's just sort of the whipped cream and the cherry on the top. And this year, Kylie Andrews won an Educational Theater Association scholarship, and that she'll get to have for college. So way to go, Kylie. We were all really excited about that. We like that money when we can get our hands on it. Our all-state cast members this year, these are individuals from your one-act performance who are named by more than one judge. The judges do not confer with each other. They are allowed to choose a certain number of students that they say, I just think this particular actor to me just really, really stood out. And if you get a recommendation for All-State from 2 of the 3 judges, then you earn being a member of the All-State cast. There's not a guarantee that you'll have necessarily anybody get an All-State cast designation. Sometimes you might have 1 or 2. It just depends. Well, this year we had 3 from our one-act play, and that was Symphony Fox, Noah Mary, and Elijah Williams. Okay, at this time, actually before we start with our recognition of our seniors, I want to take just a moment and I want to introduce our officers from this year. These sitting on the stage behind me are our beautiful officers from this year. Y'all, they have just been such a great group. I just can't tell you. It has been so nice for me to not have to, I still fret about certain things because that's just the nature of the beast. But when I have given them things to do, I have not had to wonder if they will do it. And not only that, but they do such a good job and they put their hearts into it. And so I am just so appreciative of them. Our president this year was Kylie Andrews. Y'all stand up when I call your name. Our vice president is Reagan Hawkins. Our secretary is Noah Mary. Our treasurer is Ella Dover. And our historian has been Juliana Pickers. And here in just a little bit, we just held officer elections this past week, and we got all of that taken care of. They will be sort of handing off the mantle, so to speak, to our officers that will begin their service really after tonight. Okay, I want to take a moment, and we're going to recognize our seniors. Wow, we always miss our seniors. Every year when we start up in the fall, our troop feels different. And, you know, I'll tell my seniors, sometimes y'all probably think you leave and we don't ever think about you again. And we do get busy. We all get busy. They're going to go away and they probably won't think about us again because they'll be doing all brand new things. But we truly do miss our seniors when they go. And I think this year especially, this particular group of seniors have just been so welcoming to our underclassmen, and there has been a real bond created there. So when the fall starts up, we go through a little bit of a grief time, and we kind of have to adjust, you know, and then there will be new people come in. But these seniors have contributed so much to our troop and the culture in our troop, and just the way we do things and the love that we have for each other. And so we're excited for them, and we congratulate them. So I'm just going to run through these. Kylie Andrews, and she plans to attend UCA in the fall, where she will be majoring in chemistry and minoring in theater. I know that this is another picture of Kylie. I want you to know I know that. This should be Abby's picture. But I duplicated this slide and did a copy and paste thing. But Abby did not get a picture to me. So, but Abby is also going to be attending UCA, where she plans to major in psychology. I just think they're so pretty. This is Ella Dover, and she plans to attend Arkansas Tech University in Russellville, where she will major in art education. She's a very talented artist. Noah Ireland. Noah, where are you down there? There's Noah. Noah plans to attend Arkansas State University Mountain Home, and he plans to pursue a career in education. Reagan Hawkins. Reagan, I sent you a text. I hope I'm right on this. I know it was this at one time, but it could possibly have changed. So if it did, I'm sorry. But am I right? Do I have it right?
Half right.
Half right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mississippi College.
Audio engineering.
Okay, well, forget Mississippi College. But she plans to pursue a career in audio engineering, which I find so interesting. So Reagan Hawkins, everybody. Okay, hang on. Hold on. I don't know why Jada's picture did not show up. Okay. Jada is not here tonight, so y'all just don't tell her about this and we'll keep going. I don't know what happened there. I promise I had a picture of her, and now it's going backwards and I don't know why. Okay, Caden, finally. Caden White will be attending UCA, and Caden, I didn't have time to go back and put it on here, but he is going to be studying marketing and sales, so he's going to be a businessman. Where are you, Caden? There you are, okay. And last but not least, we have Mia Williams. She will be traveling to Fayetteville to attend the Paul Mitchell School of Beauty. And I expect her to come back and do things to help me out once she gets through with all that. She's very talented. Mia Williams, right over there. Okay, at this time, I think that we are going to go ahead and have we have a little bit of a formal ceremony. And some of you have heard this before because we kind of redo this part every year. And I know some people probably think this is a bit dry, but it doesn't last that long, so hang on, you can make it. I think it is interesting, and I think it's good for the students to hear a little bit about the history because it's kind of a pretty deep history, actually, of this society that they belong to. The students that are getting inducted tonight are being inducted into what is known as the International Thespian Society. That is the organization for students, and it's all bounded around this love for the theater arts. And that includes everything about the theater arts, everything from building set pieces to learning the technical aspects of lighting and sound, and of course to acting and performing on the stage. So our officers are going to come, and they have different parts of this little history lesson, if you will, about the International Thespian Society. And then our new inductees that are here tonight, we will call you to the stage, and I would like for you to come up here and stand. Your certificates of induction and your thespian pin, which is the first thing that you earn, those did not come in. I was so hoping that they would be here today. I have a feeling they'll be here Monday, so I'll give those to y'all this next week. But I want you to come up here and definitely be recognized tonight. Okay.
Friends, it's a pleasure to welcome you here to share the induction of 10 members into the Mountain Home High School, troop number 6560 of the International Thespian Society. Through hard work, sacrifice, and dedication, the candidates have earned the right to be called thespians. It is a title of honor, signifying a commitment to an art as old as humanity.
Commitment to theater is what the International Thespian Society is all about. The society was established in 1929 by a group of college and high school teachers in Fairmont, West Virginia. They named their organization for Thespis, the Greek who, according to legend, was the first actor. Their guiding principle was a dedication to excellence in theater and arts in secondary schools. In the 95 years since, the Society has grown into an international organization with more than 2.2 million members, but its goals haven't changed. The International Thespian Society still strives to make educational and arts programs places for good theater and to honor those students who do theater well. The Society is a service as well as an organization. We join here for a rite of renewal and celebration.
I would like to share a portion of the speech that playwright Robert Patrick gave the Thespian Society's 50th anniversary celebration during the 1978 Thespian Festival. For 20,000 years, we humans have had what we called impossible dreams: space travel, time travel, telepathy, to live other lives, to raise the dead, to create living creatures, to live forever, eternal youth and unity with our fellow humans. Philosophers and spiritualists have used magic, alchemy, intellect, voodoo, and physics in quest of these goals. Some have been attained by science, but some still evade us. Some even science calls impossible. And yet for all these thousands of years, we've already possessed those treasures. Whenever there was an empty space, a poet, actors, and an audience in theater. Space travel? The bare stage behind me, with a few words and a pantomimist skill, becomes the surface of the moon or the center of the earth. On this stage, we can be in Arabia or Iceland, Okinawa, Elsinore, Brigadoon, Oklahoma, the South Pacific, or our town. Time travel? On any evening, afternoon, or early morning, we can return to ancient Egypt, classical Greece, imperial Rome, Elizabethan England, the France of Joan of Arc, California in the Gold Rush, or in one play, travel from Cairo to Paris to Istanbul to Washington, D.C. Raise the dead. In any or all of these times or places, people live again. Sir Thomas More, Henry David Thoreau, Emily Dickinson, Mark Twain, Elizabeth herself, plus a million casual strangers some playwright met and liked or despised or wondered about centuries ago.
But we do not merely watch these people. Uncomprehending as tourists, At those moments, when real living people would stand stuttering, stammering, or trembling with illiterate rage, these fascinating people open their mouths and speak their thoughts aloud. Hamlet comes on and in 10 words speaks the tormenting choice that underlies the ecstasies and agonies of every adolescent. Frankie Adams articulates the confusions and discoveries that mark the end of childhood. King Lear screams the anger of old age, and Eliza Doolittle, happily awake in bed, peeks from under the covers and confides in us that she could have danced all night. But excuse me, there never was a Hamlet, a Frankie Adams, a king called Lear, nor an Eliza Doolittle. And yet they have appeared alive and joyous in literally thousands of places. Simultaneously, on 100 stages at once all around the world, these absolute hallucinations recur. We have seen the creation of life so often, we forget it's a miracle. Telepathy, it's a telepathic travel in the minds of geniusness through ancient and imaginary lives of forefathers and phantoms for all eternity. What are the scientists and the statesmen troubling themselves for? Aren't they sitting there in the dark beside us we all, side by side, rank on rank? People who might not even be willing to talk to one another outside the theater, laugh together and gasp together, and are not even ashamed to cry because we can hear that others in the dark around us are crying as well. Isn't it another kind of mind reading, a growing together of spirits that makes 2,000 people laugh simultaneously at the silliest slapstick joke? These incredible treasures are everywhere. Everywhere that there is room in an empty space, a poet, actors, and an audience. When they ask you, what is theater for? Simply tell them it does what other field of human endeavor is struggling to do.
During the 6th century BC, one of the writers of tragedy who won the approval of the priest at the festival of Dionysus was Thespis. About 1535 BC, a new dimension was added to drama when Thespis, a prominent leader of the chorus, stepped from that group and recited portions of the drama alone, thereby becoming the first actor. We also believe that it was he who first used masks so that a person could portray more than one part. In honor of this early Greek playwright, all actors are called thespians. In his honor, we are the International Thespian Society. We have as our emblem the two masks of comedy and tragedy etched in colors of gold and blue bound together with the thespian T. Wearers of this emblem should remember that it represents a proud and dignified heritage, and that this heritage is now entrusted to us.
Okay, I think the time has come to bring our newly inducted thespians to the stage. So, hang on just one second, please. Miss Renee Morris, are you here? Would you take pictures for me? Bless you. Thank you so much. I felt like I could count on you. I just want to get a picture like after they're all up here. I will call your name, and let's hold our applause until they're all up here together, and then we'll have a round of applause for them while their picture is being taken. I do want to make one comment before I call the names of these students. We have a lot of freshmen who are upcoming sophomores on this list. That is unusual. We have had so many freshmen this year to get really involved, because the way that you really have to earn induction. The International Thespian Society is like an honor organization for those students who get involved and do excellent theater work. So you have to work, there's things you have to do, and the points that they earn to become inducted are indicative of time spent. So I am just so pleased that we've had so many freshmen to just jump in this year and get involved, and I predict that great things are going to come from this group. Now, if I happen to, y'all, I have checked and I have rechecked things. If I happen to leave somebody out, because it happens, especially to me at this time of the year, just raise your hand and let me know, and we will get you up here. So, y'all can come up on this side of the stage and then move in front of the table. Izzy Kaler, Haley Simmons, Kirsten Barron, Jasmine Ramirez, I'm going to say her name. She was unable to be here tonight. She's out of town, but Jasmine is one of our new inductees. Rebecca Lewis, Aiden Burns. Oh, I love it. We learned that at Festival. Way to go, guys. Emery Williams, Dawson Royer, Tegan Beckman, Elijah Williams, Andrea McInnes. Thank you so much. And I am going to let this next young lady, we were figuring up her points today, and y'all, she's just 1 point away, so I told her I would recognize her. She's not quite there yet, but I told her if she'll just sneeze in the right direction at the beginning of next year, she'll be ready to be inducted, and that's Miss Hannah Roberts. Okay, have I got everybody? Okay, great. Let's give them a round of applause. No, he's something separate. You're separate.
I now ask all new members of Thespian Troupe 6560 to stand and say the pledge. Repeat it after me. I promise to uphold the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society. I am a student of theater and excellence is my ideal. I promise to perform my part as well as I can. To accept praise and criticism with grace. To cooperate with my fellow thespians. And work for the good of troupe. And to share my love of theater. Congratulations and welcome to the International Thespian Society. Always yeah, you can clap, you can clap. Always remember our motto, which comes from Alexander Pope's essay on man. Act well your part, there all the honor lies.
Okay, y'all can, thank you so much. And they're a good-looking group, aren't they? Okay, at this time, I want to recognize someone who has really not officially been in troupe, but for the last 2 years has worked so hard, I cannot tell you. Plus, he has put up with me in the shop. And let me just tell you, that is a feat. Is it not, Caleb Lynn? Caleb Lynn, come up here. And I want you to get his picture with me. I want to say a couple of things. You can stand right there, and then I'm going to come stand by you, and I'm going to make you take your picture with me. Caleb came into technical theater class last year as pretty much the only student, and this year a whole lot the only student, who had any experience at all with building. And I've told Mr. Maupin more than once, I think I created a monster for myself, because I started that class. I mean, like, I asked for it, okay? I asked for this thing. But I was thinking, okay, technical theater, we're gonna build sets. Well, you have students come in who have never so much as held a drill. And then you just have class every other day, and some weeks you just have it 2 days. And let me just tell you, it takes time to teach and to learn those skills so that you can really do things. So it has been more difficult than I had imagined. Caleb, who came in with some skills and has learned even more in the time he has spent with us, helped to make up for a lot of the gap that was there as far as experience. And he has worked his rear end off. He has been up here to help me outside of class. He has come on days when he did not have to be here. And we are officially making him an honorary Troupe member of Troupe 6560. And yes, he will get a special, beautiful certificate and everything when it comes in. So thank you, Caleb. We appreciate you more than you know. Okay, at this time, I'm a little bit nervous about this part because I have this somewhere in a document somewhere, but I think I'm going to be able to do it off my head. I do want to give our seniors their final, there are special designations that come with the points that you earn as a thespian. And I don't have a microphone to take over there because I think I'm just going to have to, I tell you what, let me think how I want to do this. Seniors, I want y'all to all come up here. All the seniors come stand in front. And Juliana Pickers, would you come here, please? You're going to help me with this. So when I call somebody's name, I want you to get their beanie. I'll try to not make this laborious, but I think this is worth recognizing. These points that they earn represent hours. Every point is representative of 10 hours. Now, I will tell you this, not every single point that they earn is always 10 hours, but there's some points that they earn that are actually more than 10 hours. So I just want you to realize that the fact that they are up here tonight and that they are receiving this says that they have given of their time and commitment to theater in striving to do excellent work, and I'm just really proud of them. Some of these students won't have as many points as others because they came into theater later. Some of these students I've had for 4 years. So Kylie Andrews. Kylie, I'm just going to, and you can walk and give her thing. And these little beanies look weird, but just go with it because we love weird things. Kylie, on her beanie, has, first of all, she has an honor thespian ribbon, and you do not actually get this ribbon until you have earned 60 points. 60 points makes you what is called an honor thespian. Kylie has 160. I just remember that off the top of my head. She is actually a national honor thespian. She also earned the President's List Scholar Thespian Award, and all these little cutesy pins and things that are on her ribbon are representative of that. So really, more than anything else, this is a memento, but I hope that it will remind these students of the excellent and the hard work that they did. So that's Kylie's. Reagan, and we can clap for them after I do all this. Reagan Hawkins is also a national honor thespian. This is the first year I've ever had two. Reagan has 120 points. Each of the ones that are serving as an officer will also have an officer pin that belongs to them. Ella is an honor thespian and earned her honors ribbon with her honor thespian badge. Yay. Mia Williams has her beanie, and she had over 30 points. So when her stuff comes in, she was a new inductee this year and her things didn't come in. She'll have her thespian induction pin, plus she will have 2 stars for the 2 extra 10 points. You get a star for every 10 points that you earn. Noah Ireland is an honor thespian this year. He made those 60 points. Very proud of Noah. Both Abby and Caden are earning their honor thespian designation with over 60 points in production work and service to the troupe. I'm so proud of them. They are also both receiving their certificates, which for some reason they just didn't get after festival, for the performances that they did while they were at festival. And then if you don't mind to give Kylie and Reagan their National Honor Thespian certificates. Fabulous. Now, if y'all will smile, hold up your bling, I think y'all should put your beanies on. I do. I think you should put them on. Yay, aren't they cute? Okay, y'all can be seated. Thank you. Okay.
I'll pin JJ and the new one that's JJ, so JJ can stand with the officers.
Okay. Oh, I don't have this written down. Okay, at this time, our 23-24 officers are going to pin officer pins on our newly elected officers, and I would like to call them to the stage, and we'll get your picture and you'll get your pin. And so first, our president for next year is Miss Juliana Pickers. So why don't you go stand there, go ahead and get the pin and get them. Our vice president next year will be Miss Symphony Fox. Serving as secretary will be Haley Simmons. Go ahead and walk over there. Yep, she's gonna pin you. Holding the money bags will be Aiden Burns, treasurer. And our historian for next year will be Andrea McInnes. Well, go pin somebody. Get the last one and pin it on Andrea. Yay, thank you. Okay. At this time, I'm going to hand things over to Kylie. We're almost finished, but you certainly don't want to leave till you see the next couple of things.
Okay, so some of us seniors got together and put together a little performance from some of the musicals that we've done over the years. It's not super long, and we've tried to do it in between banquets and AP exams and finals and everything else, so be gracious. Senior performance. Okay, y'all aren't done with me quite yet. I have to actually talk now. I know, but I'm the last thing and then the end of your video. So, So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Kylie, and I had the honor of serving as the troop president this year. I know you've learned a lot about our troop and how this year has gone for us, but there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. From building crazy sets, like the one we built for Beauty and the Beast, to backstage gossip sessions, there's just a lot that brings us together as a family. So before I get started, I just want to let you all know, for those of you who don't know me very well, I like to talk. But even more than talking, I like to procrastinate. And all of my friends, and especially my mom, can vouch for me that I love to procrastinate. So when I sat down to write this speech, I didn't sit down to write it until this morning. And there was just something about it, even though it was optional, no one made me come up here and talk, that I was like, I cannot write this speech. I just can't do it. I can't write what I want to say. And I could not figure out why, because I knew that I liked talking and I've never had an issue with sitting down to write something. So I thought about it and I thought about it. And then when I finally sat down to write it today, because both the speeches I had to write were due, I realized that this was my last official thing that I had to do as a senior, as a member of Mountain Home High School, as a president of Troupe 6560, and as a member in all of Troupe 6560. So, with that being said, I finally sat down, and who most of you have known me this month, I cried and I wrote this speech. So, I just have a few things I would like to say. So, this troupe is not just a crazy bunch of theater kids, even though we may act like it sometimes. Through drama, laughter, tears, productions, bus rides, and of course gossip, we all pull together as a family. All of these individuals are so dearly special to me in their own ways, and I truly have no idea what I'm going to do without each and every one of you, especially Miss Karen Maupin. For those of you who don't know, Miss Maupin will be retiring this year. She's grown this program into what it is, and she's the reason I found my love for theater. I like to think she's retiring because all of us fabulous seniors are leaving, but I know that's not the case. In all seriousness, Miss Maupin has been so much more than a director. She's been a teacher, an advice giver, a joke teller, and a friend. I have no idea how I would have made it through high school without Miss Maupin. I always ran to her room if I needed advice, if I needed a place to go, or if I just needed to get some things off my chest. Because let me tell you, senior year is no walk in the park at all. So, if anyone ever needed to find me, I was always either in Dunbar or with Mrs. Maupin somewhere. So, I know y'all have been here for a while, and I know I've been talking. So, I do want to close out with a final accomplishment. For those of you who know me, you know I have always been terrified of singing around the piano. It terrifies me. It has terrified me ever since freshman year when I walked into the classroom and Miss Maupin sat there behind the piano and she goes, "Who can't read music?" And everyone was just standing there and I was like, and I was the only one. So ever since that point, I was like, I am terrified. I am not going to open my mouth around the piano. And ever since then, in myself, I was like, okay, as long as Miss Maupin does not make me lip sing a song, I am doing something right. And as of today, Mrs. Maupin never made me lip sing a song throughout my high school career. So that is all I have for now, but the officer team and I put together some flowers in a little basket for Mrs. Maupin. So if you would like to come get that, Reagan has it right here. Talk fast so I don't cry. Oh, me too. Y'all know my face. Did you hear? I was shaking. I was like, what? So sweet. Yeah. But all right, do your end of year video.
Okay, I'm not going to say very much because I'll get emotional and then I'll just blubber. But I will tell you this. The whole retirement thing, it truly is bittersweet. As they were performing those pieces that they edited together from musicals that they've done, that they've been in high school, I thought to myself, what am I going to do? What am I even going to do? I don't know, because this has taken so much of my time, but I have loved every minute of it, and this particular group of seniors is truly a great group for me to go out on. And I want to just say one more thing real quickly, because this is the thing I'm most proud of. Of course, I'm proud of them when they perform, and I get to see them, the joy of seeing them grow and develop their talents and their skills and their confidence, and that is just such a blessing to me. But when we traveled to, I think it was our one-act play festival earlier this year, we went out to eat together as a group, and we were a pretty large group. We were in Russellville for that as well. And the young lady that served us actually took the time to tell me after we were through eating lunch that she said, in all of the years that I have been here doing this job, this is the nicest group of young people that I have ever served. And she said, I just want you to know that you have a group you can really be proud of. That's the kind of thing that just thrills me. This is a great group of kids. So moms and dads, you should be proud, and I truly am blessed to be going out with this group of seniors. I'm going to take wonderful, wonderful memories with me. So thank you for being here tonight. We are going to watch our end-of-year video, which Juliana Pickers put together for us. And then we will go to the lobby, and I hope you'll stay and have some cake. And our new officers, I want y'all to help serve that. So if y'all will look for me just get up there as soon as the end-of-year video is over. And thank you for this.
You dumb fart idiot!